back at the normal setup, and we have information, which is good. So, as you can see, we've been doing some work. That's the reason why we started our stream late. We've just been going through some ICT videos to just gain information. Just to clarify that we are, of course, learning. Now, we've been in the game for a while, but we want to change our understanding of the markets and understanding of our trading style. So that is why we have, or why I have been streaming daily. It's kind of like a documentation. I've been showing you my wins, my losses, everything. It's part of the journey. So before I continue anything, we've removed this indicator now, as you can see. But we're going to start manually entering the liquidity, which is sell side and buy side. So we are simplifying ourselves a little bit whilst we learn at the same time. So what does that mean? That means simply that our strategy for entering a trade has been dumbed down a little bit, and we are going to then focus on those types of entries whilst we are learning kind of the grander scheme of price, if that makes sense. So this is the first thing, right? We're going to mark off the London sell side, London buy side liquidity. We still want to have external liquidity, but for now, we're just going to go for the yesterday's low and yesterday's high. We could also use Monday. What? There you go. Okay. And then sell side would have been right. So we have London buy side intact here. We have London buy side intact here, and this daily high intact over here. We have traded below this daily low, or at least we've wicked below here and here, so multiple occasions. We also have, if we go in chronological order in terms of time, we can see that we've displaced upwards, displayed downwards. When we displaced here, we took out London lows, came back into the dealing range, consolidated for a little bit, dropped below, retested the liquidity or the low, London's low, and then dropped down to this daily low right here. This would have been TP. Then we had to move up to the upside to create some buy liquidity, which is at this sell side liquidity. And then we dropped again back down to this daily low, of which we then created London sell side liquidity. So for today's dealing range, we have this to begin with. It's about to be 130, which is the New York Open. So we would expect to, first of all, have a Judas move, but that would be something like taking out this London sell side liquidity. Once that happens, we then look for displacement. Once we see that displacement, we then draw a place of entry when that price retracts or reverses to our entry. We can then enter the markets targeting the other side of liquidity. So we're going to be targeting not just this buy side, but this buy side and this daily high. So this is the external liquidity up here we're targeting. So for AEU, what we are looking for, of course, we are paramount, or paramount is not the correct word at all. We are adaptive to price. So this is not a set on stone posture, but we are looking for price to drop below this liquidity here and then move to the upside to target up here. Okay, so this is the basics. And then for GU, we can manually also I need to change something. It's the templates. Spell it wrong. And delete this because I even okay, I'm going to delete this as well. Okay. Now we're gonna look for the sell side. So it'll be right here. And then that will be up here. Okay. Go to the daily. Yesterday's high is hit. Yesterday's low is hit. These in. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. So we get some more context. And we can do yesterday's daily sessions. Pretty much the same story as EU. We had price sweep the sell side liquidity, come back into the dealing range, come below, react to the low of London session, consolidate, sweep the daily low and the create the London session liquidity. We've come up to this place. We have wicked above this session liquidity, though we haven't maintained it. In EU, the difference is that the buy side liquidity is just below. Here it's just above. And then we have a drop to the downside here. And then yeah, so New York session, we're looking and waiting for it to interact with sell side or the buy side. We are expecting this, so that would be a drop to sweep the on the sell side, targeting the buy side liquidity. And when we look at DXY, the only thing I would say is that the dollar. Price could actually be going up here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so London or New York session opens here, this grey line. So we're expecting a Judas swing right now, which would be this move to the downside, taking out London by sell side liquidity, and then we can then start looking for entries if we get displacement to the upside. Very simple strategy is why we are utilizing it, whilst we just keep everything simple, and then the complexity we can introduce later as we gain cleaner, greater understanding of what the grander picture is of price. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, there's no news for today, so we can close this quite cleanly. And even tomorrow, Trump is speaking at 2 a.m. So that is 5. No, that's like 10 p.m. Tuesday for New York. This is the video I was watching. Oh, this one and there's another one. Which one it was? And now we're gonna close them. Oh, that there it is. Hold on. I was watching this one as well. Cool. Mm-mm. Okay, we have an interaction here. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we're gonna be muted for the next probably like 20 minutes, and then I'll just keep this open. I'll be monitoring it as well, so I'll be here. Okay, so we're currently in the process of having this sweep to the downside. And we do have fair value gap here. So we are going to look for this fair value gap to turn into an inverse fair value gap. So to remove this and to now say that we are going to be looking for push to the upside, a retest of this structure to then target the buy side liquidity. Normally, when price takes one side of the liquidity and it leaves another side of the liquidity open, it does allow for the opportunity for the potential price to then push to then take the other side liquidity. DXY is further pressing on into this fair value gap, which is formed over a large period of time. Get rid of this, and it is creating these high highs, high lows at this area. So that is an important piece of information. You take the fair value gaps midpoint for the displacements. Ooh, I like this candle. Take it from here. Yep. We are just above that midpoint, or if you take the extremes rather. Bosh. You can see here that we're in the extremes. Well, not the extremes, we're in above the midpoint. But line literally doesn't mean anything. So yeah, we're above this midpoint right here, which if you take this out, you can see if we get acceptance of this, well, we might have a continuation to the downside. If we don't get this acceptance, then we could potentially see another reversal as the price came up to this level before, wicked above, dropped, came up again, dropped. We could see that happen again, which is less likely though the weakness, or it has got weaker in terms of this zone, this area. So there's that to be wary of as well. Cool. GU, we painted the same picture. The only thing I would say about this is that this one is further away from happening. So you could see it could be a little bit, it could work in your favor. The only reason why I have these two pairs are just to determine the entry point. So sometimes EU has a setup, whereas GU doesn't. For example, you can see EU is currently raiding the sell side liquidity from London session, whereas GU is not doing anything. So there's that to kind of note. And yeah, we can classify this as a Judas swing because this is the 130 open, which in theory have liquidity here. We're just going to keep it as this. And then this is the current low, but this could obviously continue. So just to help us know when the session has started. And we're literally just going to be watching this potential move here. And then we can go from there. Another thing is we have to be careful of is the order block, this area here. Because the upper echelon of the displacement. So this entry point is not the strongest, but is aggressive. Put it like that. So 1 to 25. Gets to the ultimate TP. Okay, so we're getting the displacement already. reason that GU hasn't scoped anything here. So this could be a fake. This could be a part of the Judas move, low key. The angle is this. Just going earlier. Cool. Let's see how this trade does. It's as simple as that. Wait for the Judas move, takes liquidity, wait for displacement, look at the retest of a displacement, and then buy to the other side of liquidity. Very simple. We'll see how this strategy works. Like I said, we're simplifying our strategy whilst we learn the more advanced, kind of methods. Because for me, I do learn better when I'm actively in the markets, or I'm actively learning whilst the markets are moving, or I'm actually using real money. You learn quicker from real money disappearing from your account than you do a demo account, for example. So I'm just utilizing this method to kind of gain knowledge as much as possible. But I'm not trying to document that. I want to document what I know rather than me trial and erroring things that are off the path of what we've established. So these are the simple trades we'll continue to take, and we'll actively take them as well. But the more complicated ideas and things we may have, I'm going to learn them as I go off stream, not real accounts, not documenting them publicly. When I make it public is when I'm actually taking it. And when I make it public is when I'm actually trying to make money, if that makes sense, from the ideas, rather than me kind of jumping in early, learn with you guys. And I do want to document that learning process, but I want it to be done differently. So yeah, initial reactions are positive. If we maintain above this fair value cap as well, that'll be good. And then our TPs are set to this. Well, actually, they're not. They're open, but I will be I'm just saying alert around by here. See what happens. GU, I'm want to know. I'm very interested to see what GU does as well. But yeah, I mean, we're just gonna hold this. We're in it. We've posted it into the Telegram. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. To right. Here we go. So yeah, put it into Telegram. I document all my losses, by the way. Stop loss here, stop loss here. No matter how many there is, I always will show you my losses. And I think I've been on a losing streak actually. Like we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're down 5%. Fortunately, our total profit is 8.8. So it was this trade that got us the most money here. The continuation of this move here. So yeah, we're gonna go. Maybe on the weekends I do a review session. But anyway, I'm just gonna watch. Just gonna watch the markets, and then yeah, we'll see how this does. It's my stop loss, my whatever, whatever happens, we take it as knowledge, and then we continue to grow from it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I know this is a shorter stream. We started a little bit later just because I was studying the markets, and I was putting some work in behind the scenes, which I didn't really want to stream. And then we've now entered a trade. Normally we end stream when we enter our first trade. Generally speaking, I take a trade a day. If there is any other trades, the Telegram will be posted. It will be posted here. Remembering that this is a documentation. This is not me signal. This is just like a documentary of me improving X, Y, Z. So we're committing ourselves to this 1,000-day process. This is day 11. We have 989 more days. Let's go. So let me play the links right here. I'm going to post this link into the chat. It's also the first link in the description to join. It's free. It's just me and what I'm doing. And then, yeah, I'll give you updates. And cumulatively, we're up. So last time we said, this -5. So we're up 3.36%, which is still quite good. Now we just need to make sure that we continue to increase in profit. So we've entered this trade. Let's see how it does. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be at this setup again from Thursday to Saturday. Or Thursday to Friday. I'll probably be on my laptop again because I'll be traveling, I think, from Thursday to Saturday. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this back. Appreciate every single one of you, and let's get this challenge going. Day 11, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.